Hey there, food fans. Welcome back to a little short from the Food for Thought cast with me, your host, Melissa Reagan, and my co-host with the most, Chef Steven Gonzalez. What's up, Steve?
Yes, and we've got a good special treat for you all today.
We have a special treat. I don't even know if we can call this like an unboxing, an unbagging, a cutting, a depanning. I don't know, man. A plating? I have no idea, but
Definitely a taste test.
if you all remember our guest Carolyn Haler from Mightylicious, the gluten-free cookies, goodies, baking mixes brand, we have her products. They were kind enough to send some to us, and we are getting to try them today.
And typically we start off with the most amazing thing we've had this week, but today this is the most amazing thing we're gonna have this week.
I think this is going to be the most amazing thing I've eaten this week. Steve, what did you get? I think we got the same thing. So what did you get?
Yes, I've got the Mightylicious chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, we got different. So I got the brown butter chocolate chip cookies.
Oh my goodness.
Whoop, whoop,
whoop. Man.
So the bags are super cute. They come with 9 cookies each in little packs of 3 for freshness, which I thought was super thoughtful, right?
And as you can see, we already opened them.
Totally did. Toast to toast.
All right. Let's try these.
Yes. Sorry for all the plastic crinkling, but if you're into ASMR, then you'll really like it.
Open all right. These, shall we?
Let's do it. So already I'm like, whoa. It's really, really soft. Right?
Mm-hmm. I got a lot of like the brown sugar, like deliciousness. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I know you got the brown butter ones, but you're missing out on these, man.
Well, I don't know. We'll say like we don't know if Carolyn picked a favorite or what, but I think the brown butter ones are pretty special, dude.
These, dark chocolate, coconut yogurt.
So
vanilla hits you really hard in the mouth in a good way.
Yeah, like on the front of this cookie, I get a lot of the brown butter, like that butterscotch, like deep nuttiness. Really, really incredible. I would put this up against any chocolate chip cookie on the market. Truly.
I get like a lot of that like crisp, like not granular. It's not the right word to say it, but like that's what I think of. You know what I'm saying?
So, Steve, if nobody told you this was gluten-free, would you be able to tell? Same.
Not at all.
The structure is unreal. Good job, Carolyn.
This is amazing.
Thanks for the goodies.
Big time. It's too good to be gluten-free. You know how we know that? Because it
says so on the bag. Steve, did you get brownie mix?
I already baked them off, and I threw away the package. But I've got my brownies right, huh?
That's all right. Yeah. So as you can see, I have already vacated the bag of this yummy, yummy goodness. Carolyn, I did a bad. I did a little bit of a naughty. I don't make a habit of keeping vegan yogurt in the house, so I used regular yogurt. So my brownies are not vegan. But I did. The suggestions on the bag say to use coffee for extra flavor instead of water, and I was like, oh my god, sign me up. And I did add a cup of chopped pecans to mine. I like nuts in my brownies.
I just followed the basic recipe.
Nice.
On the bag. So yeah, I'm excited. Shall we?
Yeah, do it.
Ready?
Oh my god. Dang. Steven, did you bake these for like the cake brownie or the fudgy?
I went 25 minutes more for like the fudgy.
Yeah. I was afraid that the regular yogurt might be a little bit thick. So I added a couple tablespoons more of hot water to the coffee that I put in there. And because she said the mixture would be like sticky and you'd have to press it down into the pan, mine was a little bit more loose. So I baked at 30, but because of the extra moisture, it still came out extremely fudgy. But my favorite part about this is I wouldn't be able to tell this was gluten-free. It's delicious. B, it has that like crispy crunch on the top, but like fudgy in the middle. And I love that contrast in a brownie. I love that. That's my favorite part. And and also, Carolyn, I'm sorry. I'm really terrible at following directions, but the only fat I have in the house to use with this is olive oil. So if anybody ever asks you, can they make it with olive oil? The answer is a resounding yes. This is incredible.
Nice.
It's incredible.
You know what I would probably add? I'd probably mash up a banana into it. I don't know why, but that just screams banana. To like chocolate and banana go hand in hand, but just by itself, holy cow.
Dude.
I wouldn't have known that this was gluten-free.
Also, I have to say, I used the gluten-free baking mix. I already used a little bit of it. You got one of those too, right?
I haven't used it yet, but I'm
okay. But you got one, right? So I used just a little bit of it to coat some tofu that was going to the air fryer with extremely good results. Very crispy, very fine coating. Because just like she talked about in our interview with her, she buys this milled specifically for baking and not for cooking, the rice flours that she uses. And I was like, okay, I see where we're going there. However, I don't have another use for gluten-free baking mix in my kitchen yet. So I'm going to use this more like in a tempura style because this was the only rice flour I had on hand at the time. So Carolyn, 10 out of 10 in my book, like 2 thumbs up, delicious. Thanks for sending us the goodies.
I'll be ordering more. Most definitely.
This will be the brownie mix I use from now on. Just saying.
I'm just gonna say we're doing it right because I've got dinner working right now. So starting with dessert, dinner, and go back to dessert. So
we're adults. We can eat dinner or we can eat dessert anytime.
And not only
but especially before dinner.
I can't get over how good this is. I really, I knew it was gonna be really good.
It's so good.
But I've been patiently waiting. You have no clue. Like I baked these off. Okay, gotta wait. Yeah.
Gotta wait until we can film this. I did eat 3 cookies the day they arrived in the mail and ruined my dinner. So complete success. Yeah. But I saved the rest of them. But that's really a testament, right, to also how well they ship and hold up because everything came out of my pantry just as fresh as the day I got it.
Yeah.
So
the verdict is in. You all need to get these cookies. Mightylicious makes some delicious cookies.
Mightylicious.com. I believe there's 5 or 6 cookie flavors. Get yourself some of this goodness. Really, really incredible stuff. Okay. Whether you need a gluten-free cookie, if you didn't know that you needed a gluten-free cookie in your life, now you do. Get the brownies, bake them up. Amazing. They would be a really good carrier for all the goodies, right? M&Ms, nuts, chocolate chips, sprinkles, whatever you want. Steve says a banana. I'm going to hold out. I'm going to reserve judgment on that one. I want you to buy another bag and then make that and let me know how it is.
Deal.
All right, Steve. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.